Welcome to Poetry Changes Lives, my book of poetry, history, and a thought for the day. Well, I think that's a great combination personally, but I suppose I would do anyway. On this day in 1853, my bit of history is that the Dutch painter Vincent Van Gogh was born on that day. Recent biographies have suggested that his death at the age of 37 might not have been suicide, which we've always assumed, because the poor man was beset by mental health problems for a lot of his adult life. There is a theory that it was an accident, actually, caused by two local boys playing cowboys and Indians with a revolver that they'd found lying in the fields. Well, the painter Van Gogh, he didn't die immediately. He died of his wound about 36 hours later, and he never actually said, I think, that he'd shot himself, so it's possible it was an accident. He had been having treatment for depression and mood swings. He was in a terrible state, poor man, as you can see in some of his last paintings. Of course, great paintings don't have to come from great emotional upheaval, but in the case of Van Gogh, the two are hard to separate because his feelings were so involved in the paintings he was doing. Other artists like Monet, for example, simply painted what they saw. One feels, they had great technique and insight and produced beautiful work. But when you look at Monet's water lilies, you don't feel, gosh, that's the painting of a man going through a terrible emotional upheaval. But when you see a Van Gogh painting, wow, it's difficult not to think that. Because Van Gogh painted what he felt about what he saw, and that was usually pretty extreme. Well, there's something very moving, I think, about the thought of this lonely, unstable genius channeling his emotional ups and downs into beautiful canvases that few people during his lifetime really appreciated. Very tragic, but we do have his paintings and we should be grateful for that. Well, today's poem is about loneliness. It's a slightly mysterious poem by Baudelaire, the great master of solitude and depression. He was a bit of an alcoholic, Baudelaire. This poem is a translation, of course, but I think it puts across the message. What will you say tonight, poor lonely soul? What will you say, old withered heart of mine? To the most beautiful, the best, most dear, whose heavenly regard brings back your bloom, we will assign our pride to sing her praise. Nothing excels the sweetness of her will. Her holy body has an angel's scent. Her eye invests us with a cloak of light. Whether it be in night and solitude, or in the streets among the multitude, her ghost before us dances like a torch. It speaks out, I am lovely, and command that you will love only the beautiful. I am your guardian, Madonna, Muse. I wonder what he was referring to there. Was it a real woman, or was it perhaps alcohol or some addictive substance that was luring him on in that way? Today I ask, I will never be so lonely that I find it as unbearable as poor Vincent Van Gogh did, or perhaps Baudelaire as well. I will not be too proud to ask for help. Thank you for listening.